Elton John. Lovely, easy one to remember at least. Appropriately fitting for a rocket man. Is the property occupied during the work, or will it be empty?
I'm hoping Elton's going to be there because I'd love to have a coffee with him.
Well, fingers crossed he puts the kettle on for you.
Let's say half a day because it'd be nice to spend a bit of time with Elton.
Half a day it is. Plenty of time for that coffee. Does that all sound right?
It does, but actually I'm quite a fan of Elton. Can we take 10% off the subtotal? I'd like to make sure I get the job.
Of course, no problem. Happy to knock that off for a fellow fan. Hi Scott, what's the job today?
Hey Rachel, just at my client's house now. I've just left their property. We're going to do a power flush for their heating system, and we're going to give them a landlord's gas safe certificate before we leave.
Right, let's get that sorted. A power flush and a landlord gas safety certificate. Nice combo. First things first, what's the customer's full name and address?
Okay, the customer's full name is a Mr. Elton John.
Elton John. Lovely, easy one to remember at least. And what's the full address, Scott? House number, street, town and postcode?
Yeah, it's called, the house name is called The Rocket Man, and it's number 1, The Oaks, and it's in Sevenoaks, Kent, TN 39AB.
Got it. Rocket Man, number 1, The Oaks, Sevenoaks, Kent, TN39AB. I'll double check that postcode with you at the end. Appropriately fitting for a rocket man. Now, how many radiators are on this system? That determines the power flush pricing.
He lives in quite a small house, actually, surprisingly. So there's just 6 radiators.
6 radiators, that's the up to 10 bracket, so that's £450 for the power flush. Now, is this landlord certificate the annual one? Is Mr. John renting this property out?
Yeah, it's the annual one, and he's renting it. He's renting it out, correct.
Perfect. That's the landlord gas safety inspection, which includes the CP12. So that's £95 as one line, no need to add them separately. Now, a few quick ones. Is the property occupied during the work, or will it be empty?
I'm hoping Elton's going to be there because I'd love to have a coffee with him.
Well, fingers crossed he puts the kettle on for you. I'll mark it as occupied then. Any parking restrictions or permits needed at the property?
No, Elton said that I can park on his driveway.
Lovely, no parking charge then. And has this system had a power flush recently, or is the boiler fairly new? Just checking it's actually needed rather than assuming.
Yeah, it's needed. I've been round there and it needs a power flush, so let's definitely charge for that. But thank you for checking.
Perfect, that's confirmed then. So how long do you reckon this job will take? Hours or days?
It'll be a few hours, if just let's say half a day, because it'd be nice to spend a bit of time with Elton.
Half a day it is. Plenty of time for that coffee. Are materials all on site already, or does everything need supplying for this job?
It needs supplying, but I'll bring everything, so that's fine.
All sorted then, all materials with you. Let me just read that back to you now. Right, Scott. So that's a power flush and landlord gas safety inspection for Mr. Elton John at Rocketman. Number 1, The Oaks, Sevenoaks, Kent, TN39AB. Power flush, up to 10 radiators, £450. Landlord gas safety inspection including CP12, £95. Subtotal, £545. VAT at 20%, £109. Total, £654. Does that all sound right?
It does, but actually I'm quite a fan of Elton. Can we take 10% off the subtotal? I'd like to make sure I get the job.
Of course, no problem. Happy to knock that off for a fellow fan. So 10% of £545 brings the subtotal down to £490.50. VAT at 20%, £98.10. Total £588.60. Does that all sound right?
Sounds spot on, Rachel. Well done.
Perfect. I'll get that quote emailed over to you now for approval. Is there anything else, Scott?
No, I think that was all. You've done a really good job, Rachel, as usual.
Nice one. Enjoy the rest of your day, Scott, and say hi to Elton for me.
So, that's quite funny. So, yes, I will say hi to Elton. So that was, I kept it quite easy because I'm sat in the car sweltering. And Rachel's now going to write up the quote. I hope she gets it, Elton John, right, because that'll be quite funny. And she's going to send it through to me. I'm just going to put a time on the screen so you can see how long it takes for her to do that. She definitely has a personality. She can be quite funny in a good way. She has a British humour. So the idea is that Rachel's now writing out the quote. It's again branded in my company name, company details, my logo, my colours. So when the quote comes through, I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. And it's always a good idea to have good reception when you're recording in a car. But I'll keep my eye out for the quote. So Rachel is an AI assistant. She's there to help you write your quote. So what happens is when you sign up to Get Rachel, so visit getrachel.co, sign up, we'll send you a questionnaire. And the questionnaire will have details of your business, your rate card, how much you normally charge, the kind of quotes that you normally send. And then once we have all that information, we'll give you your very own Rachel. So it'll sound exactly like this, but she will be yours. Only you can call your Rachel. So she'll be trained up on your business, know your prices, and then she will be totally set up. All you need to do once you've finished the site visit, get back in your van, give Rachel a call, tell her the details like you've just seen me do there. Maybe not Elton John, but you might be lucky, who knows. And then she will write out the quote and email it to you even before you've left the client's driveway. Now this is taking a lot longer than she should, so I'm going to quickly check my emails because I am sat in an area with very little reception today. Okay, so eventually it came through, but that was my Wi-Fi. So here we go. Yeah, it's got Elton John, Rocket Man, the the Oaks, Seven Oaks, Kent, power flush of heating system, 6 radiators, landlord's gas safe inspection including the certificate. So she's charged it again, 2 line items, very, very simple. She's given the subtotal. And I've given 10% off on the VAT. She's also put 10% discount applied to subtotal. Scott's request says he's a fan of the customer. Property will be occupied, blah, blah, blah. It goes into all those details. Elton, I'm sure, will be pretty happy with this quote. He'll have received it literally in, if I had good Wi-Fi, in probably about 5 or 6 minutes, and customers are more likely to go with you if you offer a very prompt service. And by sending the quote within a few minutes, you don't get more prompt than that. If you want to get Rachel or give Rachel a trial for free, you can do that via the website. It's getrachel.co.